The ladies shown are not models. They are school teachers, engineers, secretaries, normal ladies seeking friendship and marriage. They want to meet you.
Hello, my name is Nastya. I live in Murom.
Hi, my name is Zoya. I live in Orenburg town. My profession, teacher history. Bye-bye.
My name is Natasha. I live in Samara. I'm glad to see you. I hope to see you. Bye-bye.
My name is Iron. I have just arrived from Ukraine, and by profession I chemistry engineer.
My name is Galina. I'm Russian girl. I live in Murom, Vladimir region. My town is very old. I live at home my parents with my sister and a small daughter, 2 years.
I have a high education. My profession is economist. I have a son, and my hobbies are cooking, swimming, shaping. I want to meet a right American and marry him.
I live in Novosibirsk, in Siberia. I am a accountant. I have a daughter.
My name is Alexandra. I live in Kaliningrad.
Hello, my name is Julia. I live in Voronezh. I work in the theater. The first trait I value in a man is kindness, intellect and tenderness.
I am a well-educated girl without bad habits. I graduated from Moscow Economic Institute and now work as an accountant in a local bank. I look for educated, good, decent men who will love me and share my interests.
I would like to meet a kind and no drinker, love children, man. I'm waiting you.
I'm seeking for a faithful, kind man from USA with a good sense of humor, and I'd like to have friends in USA. Thank you very much for attention.
My greatest dream is to meet such a man who can be my best friend, my partner in everything, because I believe there is nothing more satisfying than finding a loving and kind lifetime partner with whom is delight to be with.
Welcome to the European Connections Moscow tour, introducing over 700 of the loveliest ladies in Russia. These ladies are not only lovely, but they are also highly educated and cultured. They come from all walks of life and from all parts of Western Russia and the Ukraine.
Welcome to Moscow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to Moscow, please.
Okay, now gentlemen, those of you that have not got money yet, my suggestion would be go over to the bank over here and get yourself about $50 worth of rubles. Don't have anybody cash your money other than a bank teller.
You're my interpreter?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Great. And I can't see your name.
Valentina.
Oh, Valentina.
Yeah.
Yes. You'll be my social
Yes,
secretary?
I shall be.
Well, glad to meet you. And are you from Moscow here?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine from a long ways away, 17 and a half hours away by air. So.
Yes.
In the back, you saw this beautiful young lady. That's Sveta. Okay? Chances are Sveta, the clothes that she's wearing, she made because she designs clothes and makes them herself. Please don't drink the water. Buy bottled water in the lobby. Blend in, gentlemen. Buy shopping bags. Don't talk loud. Don't speak audible English, out in public.
A couple of people that have all of their stuff down.
Now, Moscow is much safer than many major U.S. cities. I know you guys have heard a lot about this and a lot about the mafia and a lot about so on and so forth, okay? It's just like any other major city in the world. And people, as you notice and have experience here, will notice that they don't talk very loudly. They stay very quiet.
The question is always asked, why are Russian women looking to the West for friendship and marriage? First, there is great shortage of men in Russia. The New York Times reports that over the last 15 years, there has been a dramatic increase in the death of men aged 30 to 50. This has reduced the male life expectancy to 56 years. Second, Russian men over 35 are very unhealthy and look much older than their years. Third, Russian men historically treat women very poorly as a result of alcoholism, despair, and culture. Lastly, many Russian men do not know how to function in the free trade system and are unable to provide for a family.
It's very difficult for us.
These ladies
all men is
are
very
studying
handsome.
the European Connections Gentleman's Catalog. Gentlemen's catalogs are distributed at all tour receptions. Men featured in this catalog will receive many letters. Even at the receptions, ladies write letters to men.
I think it's quite good idea, this kind of meetings, because it's very easy to meet someone you can choose, and you have a chance to meet, maybe to meet your destiny.
Socials are structured so that you meet every lady that you want to meet. If you are shy, don't worry. Your hostess will make the introductions.
You live in the mountains.
Just have a look at this. This is what the guys are walking into. A nightclub full of hundreds of beautiful and single women, all vying for the hearts of just a few dozen foreign men. They are being received like rock stars, but they'd better be on their game, because this really is speed dating on steroids.
In Ukraine, the women outnumber the men by almost 2 to 1. And finding a husband for these single women is a booming industry.
You're 18. You're not worried about the fact that there are some men here that are almost 3 times your age?
Любви все возрасты покорны. You know, for love, any age is worth it.
These young women dancing with men old enough to be their fathers, can we genuinely believe that they're interested in them?
One of the questions I ask is, what kind of man are you looking for? And the response is,
Any foreign guy, take me, please. Take me to you. I'm ready to move now.
Why are you sick? Are you looking for American man? Because American men respectable in all respects. I'm looking for husband only. I am serious girl. I think all girls serious.
I'm 26 years old.
I'm the most beautiful girl in Moscow, and I'm a pediatrician, children doctor, and I decided to find the most kind man, my husband from America.
I hear and I read it many times in newspapers and I watch in TV that American man is very kind as person, have a very good heart and love family very much.
I would like to meet a man who will be rather honest, rather healthy, and rather maybe sexy. I would like to meet a man which will be very interesting for me before, during, and after, and sometimes instead of, but sometimes.
I won't marriage with American man because American people very interesting for me. Very interesting. Very good character, strong character, serious, they like sports, and very handsome.
I am looking for right person for marriage. Age about from 30 till 50.
Age not important for my husband, future husband.
Money does not matter for me. More has matter kindness, character, loyalty.
Another cultural aspect to know about when you date a Russian girl is a demand for loyalty. A Russian girl always treats her partner as the best man in the world. She's super supportive, caring, loving. She acts like a doctor when he's sick. She's super loyal. But of course, she would demand the same respect and loyalty from her man.
I want to meet a real man, strong man. And I think I find him in America.
И многие мужчины, мне кажется, да, что мужчина был мужчиной, не девушка.
Да.
У нас очень много таких женственных стало сейчас.
Интересно. Мы как это больше слышим в Канаде и в Америке. Я не знала, что даже здесь у вас так и говорят.
В России тоже есть такое.
Ага.
Какое, вы думаете, самое главное качество в мужчине?
Он должен защищать свою девушку, он должен быть как стена, как опора для нее.
Какие качества вам важно в мужчине?
Человек слово сказал, сделал. Я просто вот говорю, а не делаю. Мужчина должен поступать. Надежный должен быть. Надежный, чтобы ты была уверена в завтрашнем. Важно, что он накачанный.
Нет. Нет, вообще нет. Нет, совсем не важно.
Что-то среднее. Среднее.
Quite a beautiful woman you got here.
Very nice, very lovely lady.
Tell me about your meetings.
Actually, she was my interpreter, and we seemed to get along very well. And there was a little bit of magnetism, and so I kind of stopped doing interviews.
Oh, it's very nice American man, and I think it is one of the most beautiful men in this party.
Well, that's very sweet. I'm paying her to say that. I'll pay you later.
Are you two going to dinner together?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
There are a lot of beautiful women here, and we're having a lot of fun.
It's the greatest thing in the world. I've never had so much fun. I've never been so excited. I've never been surrounded with so many beautiful women. Quality women who are motivated to marry. Motivated to marry.
I think European Connections does an excellent job in collecting a very good assortment of intelligent, educated, and very beautiful women. And they're very interested in meeting American men, and in general, like I say, I'm very impressed with what I've met, who I've met so far.
What would you say
one part of Russian guys are Russian millionaires, Russian businessmen. They only think about money, and sometimes they are gangsters or something, or bandits.
I cannot settle up the family with the Russian man, and because maybe they drink too much and they don't want to have a family, and you cannot trust them. I cannot see my future here, and just dangerous to raise children here. It's really dangerous.
With our men, I cannot make right family. I can make family, but this family maybe will be for 2 years, for 3 years, and then this family broken, usually, very usually. It's not good for me. I believe in God. I want to marry one time in my life, and without divorce.
There are probably as many beautiful women here in one place as there are anywhere in the world, and they like to be women rather than women trying to be men.
These type of ladies here are the type of women that I remember when I was a kid about 30 and 40 years ago in the United States, but you don't see them anymore.
They want to be married to a man who will love them and provide a home and a family for them. That's what I feel. That they're honest and sincere.
On every tour, there are groups outings, to the circus, to a disco, or for an evening river cruise. This evening, most of the group took the river cruise.
Hey, I'm rallying.
Russians, not girls only, but Russians overall are very reserved, and they try to keep distance to people who they don't know, and they will do that until you become close. And a Russian girl always creates an impression of ice queen, even if she likes you. And it doesn't make sense, but the more she likes a guy, the more unavailable to him she will try to look.
To find that special lady who also thinks you are special, it's necessary to meet as many ladies as possible. The wider the base of a pyramid, the higher the pinnacle.
The girls are talking together right now. She wants to be a lawyer and you can't go to get them apart.
After the socials, it's time to get better acquainted with those ladies you have chosen and who have chosen you.
Well, Tuesday night social, I saw a lady walking away from me and she flipped her hair up, and I saw blonde hair go up and a black bodysuit walking away, and I just knew. So I sent my interpreter after her real quick, and she came back, and she's been with me ever since.
That's a success story.
And that's it. Now it's a matter of getting the paperwork done and bringing her home.
Natalia is going to move to Atlanta.
Oh, yeah?
It's amazing the amount of work that we do.
What do you think of all of this?
Me? I think that's great.
It's the most important day of my life.
What happened?
I proposed to my date and she accepted. She's going to be my wife. And I'm going to take her home to America and show her the best life that I ever can possibly show her.
American women need to understand that
there are romantic American men, and they take us for granted so many times. What I have done so just without, so casually here and feeling like I can express myself, I would just be tossed aside and just say, it's almost a comment like you're being sexually harassing them just to say how pretty they are. And that needs to change. Here, they do not get the compliments. American women don't want the compliments.
So Marco, here we are in beautiful Odessa, and we're 2 days away from the tour ending. Tell me, what do you think?
I think this has been a wonderful experience, and I've been introduced to some amazingly wonderful women, and I'm so glad to be here, and I will always be thankful for everything they've done.
Again, another successful tour reaches its conclusion.
Is this camera on?
Yeah.
It is. All I can say is if you want a girl who doesn't know who Snow White is, this is definitely the place to shop. And I think I'll just leave it at that. It's been a wonderful trip, though. I recommend it to every dude in town.
Parting in such sweet sorrows. It's been a great trip. This is the hardest part, leaving her here and having to wait 2 or 3 months to get the paperwork done.
One last picture?
Yeah, I know it's hard for her. So she doesn't understand all of it, but she's made a couple connections with local ladies that are also going to be coming over. So they're going to stay in touch and kind of see who's going to get here first, you know.
After interviewing probably 100 and some women, I just felt very impressed with one in particular, and had an opportunity to get to know her better, and with just trusting intuition, felt that she would be the one for me.
I've narrowed it down to 3, and I know the other decision is I've narrowed it down to a Russian woman, and that's about all. I'm about ready to go, and I'm more confused than ever about the choices I have and the selection I have to choose from.
I have been very successful. I have met 19 different women, and that is very unusual for me. Because in the United States, I would have to go to the crummy bar, and I do not want to do that.
Back in the States, nice guys finish last. It's unfortunate. I mean, you cannot be a nice guy and win the women. It doesn't happen. That kind of fairy tale does not happen back in America. But here, the nice guys finish first. The women see right through that. Because the women here, I would say, on average, they're much more educated. I would say, I wouldn't say more intelligent, but I would say they're much more educated.
They are not destroyed by overinflated egos of their own selves. They have tremendous humility, combined with just a wonderful all-rounder from my viewpoint, personalities and values galore, and of course they look gorgeous.
I think if the American men continue to come over, the American women market will dry up.
And finally,